Okay, so this is, by the way, this is just the last game we played. I haven't changed the page or anything. Since then, go ahead and grab some. I got to do some reading here in a minute and such, but I think I got time for one game of chess, so we're going to try it out. Why would you make a 679 play me? All right, guys, if I lose, this is going to be embarrassing. That's all I got to say about this. If I lose, it's going to be, bro, it's probably like, what, like negative 11 points or something? 12. 12. Losing is 12. Drawing is negative 4. Drawing is half a loss against someone my own rating. That's what it's saying. Okay. You know, if he wins, I don't know. If if it. Why you do these things, buddy? Why you do them? All right. I don't play this very often, but I think I can just castle from here. Like I don't see very many of well, oops, that's wrong. Of these being played. So like I don't have a lot of experience with this, but I don't think there's anything wrong with just castling in that position. Is there any reason I can't just play this now? I mean, yes, technically he'll take. Sure, fine, whatever. Oh, yes, there's a reason because it leaves that pawn free. That's why. So, oh, that puts him back in the haze. Okay. So here. Yeah, I think that works. All right, now let's explain to you why this was a stupid thing for you to do. No, not quite yet. Let's go ahead and finish out our development. Actually, do I want to go here? No, because this. Ooh, 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 ooh. The problem with here is it blocks out the protection of this knight. But here opens take, take. Oh, yeah, take, and then when I flip over and take, he can then take, Now I can take. Yeah, actually, that's just winning for me, isn't it? Yeah. No, yeah, because he can weaken my pawn structure, but it's not worth the fact that I'm going to be up a full minor piece at that point. I think, right? No, I won't be. It's just even. Um, I think there's still some tricks with that. I think it's okay. It would be better if he wasn't here. Actually, no. Why don't I do what I was thinking about doing earlier? Go here. He has to capture back, and then I move the knight in. He's forced to move that knight. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh, and then I grab the free pawn back here. Yeah, so this followed by this, which he has to do because this is threatened. So because that's threatened, he will capture. I then recapture with this. No, because that doesn't force him to move. He can just stay there. Am I okay with that? I'm just gonna go ahead and capture with the pawn. The pawn forces him to move, so we'll change that up a bit. So here forces here. Will be responded to here. He will then have to move. Probably the best place is here. I don't see anywhere better. Um, I guess technically he can also move his queen if he wants. I guess that's technically an option, but if he does, depending on where he goes, I might have here. No, it's weird. You didn't play the opening the way you're supposed to. So like, where do things go? I don't know. Just moving pieces, you know. Okay, cool. That doesn't solve the problem in any way. Why did you move like that? I'm trying to decide which one's the bigger threat now. Yeah, so I think the difference is that if I take here, I have, and then he moves his bishop out of dodge, I then get to take another pawn. He will deal with it then because then it's his rook being threatened, but also that prevents this. Normally I would say take bishops, but I think in this case, oh no, when he gets his bishop out of dodge, he then takes the pawn when he does that. That's the problem with this. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and yeah, because that forces him to move. I mean, he's still gonna have to move. Later, we'll find out that was the top computer move from him when we analyze. That, my friends, is what we call a one-move threat. So let's think that because like I don't really need my queen to be there. Like we all know that, right? So where do I want to put this to make it the most effective? I wasn't planning to move my queen, but like, if I have to. Okay. So I kind of like here because I can then follow it up with here so that when I take the pawn, I'm then threatening his queen. Now, I still need to get this bishop off the back row too. That is still a problem. So we'll see about that. Yeah, actually this works great because here, and then if he takes, then I take here. So he can't take, so he just gets taken. Friend, this is just like this is just not good. I don't think. Okay, let's pay attention here because he does have that's a dangerous spot for a knight to be, traditionally speaking. So he does have this. That's a problem. Okay, sort of. I mean, I can take, but it's a major weakness in my pawn search if I have to take like that. He also has here, so that means I really can't go there. That's a bad spot because that would be a fork. Which is good because I was actually thinking about that, so it was good that we spotted that. Oh, and even if I move, obviously there's here. It's not a protected spot, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I mean, it's something to watch out for sure. Okay, I think I like here. Grr, stop. This is a free pawn, though. Okay, that's really annoying. Yeah, that no longer works, too. No, because that's obvious. Okay. How about up here? How about we just free up this bishop already? Ooh, how about up here, freeing up the bishop? Ooh. How about we turn our free pawn into a problem for him? He can get out of it, though, because he can go here, and then I'll have to move my rook. Still. That doesn't work. Okay, he saw this spot. That's good for him. God, my lack of development's really kicking my ass here. Okay. So obviously there's this. Trying to figure out where all this knight can go before I make my next move. Okay, guys, I think this knight's trapped. I don't think he can go anywhere. I forgot to make a marker, but like, that's still a problem. I think everywhere it goes, I take it. So I just need to threaten it, and then it's mine, right? Because there's nothing else in range that can offer support for it. So if this pawn wasn't in the way, the queen could, but it's not. It is, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait, hold on. I need to be thinking things. No, en passant capture doesn't. Yeah, he can en passant capture that. So well, but then I just take the pawn, and I've at least freed up my bishop to go threaten his queen. I have the bishop pair. I should probably use that to my advantage, right? Yeah, but okay, no. I can do that next. Like, capture this stupid knight needs to be the thing I'm doing. Ooh, and before I take that pawn, I also need to make sure that either I'm covering the way I take it, or that I've allowed, or that I've connected these rooks. Because if this pawn is out of the way, boof, and this queen wasn't here. Obviously, that's the other thing. It could go here, capture, capture. No, wait, no, that doesn't work because at this point the king is here, so he can just capture. Okay, never mind. That's fine. Okay, we're okay. No, that doesn't work. Right? No way that works. Okay, let's do the math here. First off, it doesn't unpin this knight in any way. That knight's still trapped, although he can now bring his queen down to defend it. So I guess it does that. Take. No, hold on. Let's just assume take. Either way, take. take, take. And yes, I've damaged my pawn structure a bit. Oh, yeah, and I mean, it would be followed up by takes here, right? And yes, I damaged my pawn structure a little bit, and I put myself in check in this scenario. But I have captured 2 minor pieces for pawns. In what world is that not a good thing? Now, there is another option. Oh, no, that option's worse. I had an idea for another option, but that option's worse. I do need to go ahead and take now. You really just help me out with my development here. You're not supposed to do this. This is bad. Don't help your opponent out with their development. That's bad. Good job. There's no follow-up here after this. Like nothing. He can't. There's nothing for him to do. This worked perfectly. And now he's in trouble because if he doesn't move that queen out of the way, then I'm going to do that. Which technically is just a trade, but... Yeah, that doesn't work. Does it? So I move here to solve that problem, right? So then if he goes here, I capture. Like it doesn't work, right? I capture, and then that capture is then followed up with not technically mate, I guess. Yeah, that wouldn't actually work. That last part doesn't work, but the rest of it does. Also, I mean, even if I wasn't going to do what I'm going to do, that also works. By the way, as much as I was giving him crap for being a 679, bro, actually really doing a great job, or I'm doing terrible, one of the two, probably a little bit of both. Oh, I need to speed up too. I am not keeping up on time. Come on, go 2 up. Let me get an en passant capture. You never get en passant captures. Aw, I didn't get an en passant capture. I don't think that threat means anything. Not without getting more material in place. Okay, I see what you're doing there. No, that works for him still. There's no way I just lost. There's no way. I refuse. Oh my gosh. If he's not paying attention, he's about to hangmate. Okay, you get one more move not to get checkmated. Think this through very carefully, because you have one move to not be checkmated. I am threatening the same thing you were just doing to me. Okay, okay. Allows him to hold the tie. He can't go here because it would be I can take it with my bishop. I kind of got lucky for it. Okay, he has one more move now. He can. Oh, he saw it. Good job, buddy. That was good. I approve. All right. I think I should be making some pass pawns. You know, I really thought as a 700 basically that he was gonna throw mate. I really thought he was going to, but he didn't. I was impressed. Really expected him to hang mate there. Okay. Ah, okay, that would be clever. I don't know if he sees it or not. I guess we'll find out. He did. Good job. Of course, I have a similar tactic, which I will now employ. Ooh, or do I just want to go for a mate? Well, actually, I guess that kind of the way he did that kind of blew them. I didn't think that through all the way, did I? I don't get very many queen in games, you know. He then has to move in response to that. Right. Yeah. It doesn't work. Because boof, boof. Then yeah, take, to there, to there. Ooh, just in time. But the problem is, of course, there. No, it doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, well, what if I do it slightly differently? What if it's doof, 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 doof. That works. Okay. Not what I was expecting at all in any way. That I think that totally just loses. I think this is just lost. I'm gonna have two queens. I don't think that's something he can deal with. I mean, I only have 6 minutes, so like there's that. But I can basically blunder a queen and it's even again. So like, you know, technically not. Technically be slightly in his favor. I need to capture here, don't I? Because the following move puts me in check and forces me to move, and then lets him move his queen up here. We're gonna do it. I don't. I would be really surprised to see how he could possibly defeat two queens. It would be like I'm trying to calculate it out, but I don't really have time for that. So no, that's just wrong. I admire his willingness to play it out. I am short on time, so like that is 100% what he should do. Bro, there are two moves. Pick one. You know what? I can't say that. Never mind. Never mind. I withdraw objection. I was taking forever. I withdraw objection. Sorry. And actually, there are three moves, so you know there's that too. The only place you can go backwards, and that's checkmate, right? No, not quite. Oh, also I didn't consider that, but I didn't consider that because it's dumb. That's not why I didn't consider because I'm stupid, but you know, nonetheless. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's trading. Okay, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I actually wasn't going to take that long, but And that will definitely be my last game because I do need to do some reading, but we'll do some quick analysis here. Oh, actually, I have a review today. Let's do the review. Maybe it won't give me like a 250 for my game rating this time. I've been like really trash game ratings recently.
You found a nice tactic that game. You're cooking.
Yeah.
Let's review.
83.4 is not bad. Yeah, and like I said, he did well. I mean, 1100 is good. Like, yeah, he only lost because of all the things, my middle game accuracy was really good. That's surprising. Or in game, I mean. Yeah. Okay.
Your opponent's rocking e4, huh? Get ready. So many paths open up. Solid. Fight. Your opponent's developed mirroring their knight. Your opponent went unleashing the bishop and staking your claim in the center. Great stuff.
What do you actually...
Your opponent went Ruy Lopez. Okay, the bishop's eyeing your knight now. Unleashing the bishop and staking your claim in the center. Great stuff. Queen's out already. Maybe you can gain tempo attacking their queen.
Yeah, I thought that was a little...
You're setting up a chill kingside castle for your king. Hold on. Your opponent's knight is supporting the center. This is getting spicy. Castle kingside. Tuck your king. Their best option was to force doubling of pawns. Your better option was to offer an equal trade of pieces.
Oh, interesting.
Queenside castling for your opponent. Getting ready to tuck that king away. Your better option was to pin a knight to the king. You permitted the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Because of here. Wait, no? That doesn't work, does it?
You've got that knight locked down. Nice pin.
Well, that's not what I wanted to see.
Your better option was to pin a knight to the king. You permitted the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen.
No, I'd like to see the response that he was supposed to
Their
give.
better move was to win a tempo by threatening a queen.
Okay, explain
Your
that.
opponent found the only move that works. No other move even computes. What is going on?
Yeah.
Your opponent's on the attack, forcing your queen to retreat. Talk about tempo. Their
Yeah,
better move
I
was to
don't
win a
know
tempo
why I
by
didn't see the
threatening a
bishop
queen.
doing that.
You get a
You're
chance to
offering a
attack the
trade. Is it
bishop
a
with
good
a
deal?
pawn. Let's find out. Your opponent just swapped pieces. A trade of equals. What's next? You snatch that piece right back. Boom. Their best option was to win a tempo by threatening a queen. You recaptured the piece. Their better move was to force moving the queen to a passive square. Dude, you missed the only good move. Ouch.
And I even considered that move. That's frustrating. Yeah, it's a good move because the double pressure.
Your opponent just served up a fork, placing both pieces under pressure. I can't believe it. Your better option was to move a queen to safety.
That felt like wrong just because it was
Their
too
best
passive.
option was to attack the bishop with a pawn. You are now able to attack the bishop with a pawn. You uncorked a fork and it is putting heat on them. Your opponent blundered, giving you a chance to snag their bishop.
I guess with the knowledge that you would eventually get the knight. Yeah, okay. That works.
You dodged that bullet. Nice save, keeping that rook alive. Your opponent is getting their bishop out of danger. You trapped that knight like a rat in a cage. Winning!
Oh, apparently here also works. I didn't consider that move, but yeah. It accomplishes the same thing, I guess.
They are threatening to win material through a fork.
It's not really how that works, I don't think, but okay.
You just snapped up that pawn for free. Can't beat that, right? They retook. Fair enough. Excellent developing recap. A simple recapture from... Snag that piece back. Easy peasy. They snapped it back. Easy peasy. You dodged that check like Neo in the Matrix. Your opponent's on the attack, forcing your bishop to retreat. You're offering a trade, huh? A little material exchange action. Your opponent is getting their queen out of danger. A safe square is a happy square. You eliminated the threat. Safety. A simple recapture from... You moved your bishop to safety. Good move. Your opponent scooted their queen to safety. You're putting that piece front and center, ready for action. Your opponent scooted their pawn to safety. You activated that piece. Now it's... Your opponent goofed, leaving a free pawn on the board. Easy pickings, just saying.
A free pawn? Where is the free pawn? What am I not seeing?
You grab that free pawn like a ninja snatching candy from a baby.
They left the free pawn. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, obviously.
You grab that free pawn like a ninja snatching candy from a baby. They are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Your better option was to move a rook to a more active position.
No, I considered that and it didn't work. Right?
They are threatening to force eventual checkmate.
And even the stockfish analysis.
Your better option was
Okay,
to move
it
a
went
rook
down by a
They are
pawn,
threatening to force
but
eventual checkmate.
Let's play through this
That
here.
piece is a beast now, dominating the board.
But that's not what happens. They go here, right?
You are now able to force eventual checkmate.
Oh. See, I wasn't looking at the. Yep.
That piece is a beast now, dominating the
Okay.
board.
Okay. There's a lesson for me to learn, I guess.
You are now able to force eventual. They are threatening to force event. Your better option was to move a rook to a more active. Your opponent is offering a trade. Is this a chess game or a bazaar? You're cashing in those pieces like it's Black Friday. They snapped it back, easy peasy. You dodged that check like Neo. Uh-oh, a fork? Your opponent is eyeing two pieces at once. Spicy. You blocked that check like a boss. Take that, queen. Your opponent just made some luft, giving their king an out. Smart. You got a free pawn. Nice steal. It is a solid choice, but your opponent definitely left some meat on the bone. You found a safer square for your bishop. Uh-oh, a fork? Your opponent is eyeing two pieces at once. You blocked the check from... Your opponent defended their pawn. You just dropped a fork, putting the heat on the only move. Equal trade. Okay, it's a trade. You just cooked up. That move is all right. You defended your pawn. Your opponent blocked the check from your queen. You're marching that passed pawn. Your opponent just one step closer. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. Bingo. Your opponent is like nope, and slides their king to escape your queen's check. Eyes on the prize. That is a move you can make. You are threatening to force eventual check. They stumbled a bit here. It is not a disaster, but it is certainly not a masterclass.
Okay, what do you mean not a disaster? It went to... It's now a forced mate. It went from
threatening to force eventual
losing
checkmate. They stumbled a bit here.
you've
It
lost.
is not a disaster, but it is... You got a queen. It's coronation time, baby. Uh-oh, your opponent's made a passed pawn. It's got a clear path to promotion. Yikes.
They dropped from a rating of mate in 6 to mate in 3. Okay, it's not good.
Checkmate's calling. Can you hear it? Your opponent is like nope, and slides their king to escape your queen's check.
Oh, apparently I had mate in 1 here? I'm a dum-dum. This is... No, it's not. Oh, yeah, no, it's not. Because they can just go back. It's not mate in... How is it mate in 1? What am I missing? No. No, that doesn't work. Guys. How is this mate in 1? Don't understand. I see mate in 2.
You had an opportunity to checkmate the king. Your opponent is like nope, and slides their king to escape your queen's
if
check.
you go here, it's
That's checkmate. Bro thinks he's Hikaru.
Hikaru? Not Hikaru? That's funny. That's funny. That's a mispronunciation of the name. Yep.
Your opponent is like nope, and slides their king.
Okay.
You had an opportunity to checkmate the king. Your opponent blocked the check from your queen. King's safe, for now. One step closer to checkmate city population. You. The only move. GG. Checkmate secured. What a win.
Okay, guys. That was fun. It only got me 4 points. because beating up people that are over 100 points lower rated than you is just kind of a weird thing that it had me do there. Again, I'm very impressed with how you played. To hold me off that long at someone who, and like at higher levels, 100 points doesn't make much of a difference. But like at our level, like 100 points means that like I am substantially better than you. Like I don't understand why you're in my rating pool. That just seemed unfair to him. Like really unfair to him. But hey, yeah, because I mean, he's below 700, so that's more than an eighth. Like that's like 15% or something better than him. Like just in rating point, that's pretty substantial. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, it was fun. You guys have fun. I'm gonna go do some other things.